Hello everyone. It's time to set up Kali Linux 2, the Debian-based penetration testing Linux distribution. Let's search for Kali Linux and download the ISO from the official website. We will use the full installer, which already has the tools. Once the ISO is ready, let's begin setting up the VM. Give it a name, choose the ISO, I will give it 4 gigs of RAM, that should be enough, 4 CPU cores and 25 gigs of storage. Launch it for the first time. We will choose the graphical install. Let me put it into scaled mode so you can see it better. For some reason, mouse input didn't work for me, so we need to navigate the UI with the tab key and the arrows. In lists like these, you can cycle the options with the arrow keys, and to travel from one button to another, you will press tab. Continue with configuring the keyboard and let it verify the options. Set up the account with username and password. Configure the clock and set up the disk layout. I will choose guided partitioning to not complicate our lives. Finally, let's accept the changes and let the installer start. Soon, we need to choose the desktop environment. I recommend XFCE because that is the lightest on the resources. Under it, we can choose if we would like to install only the top 10 recommended tools or the default selection. I think installing the grub bootloader is a necessity in this case, otherwise it won't boot. Let's choose the only device available. Let it restart. We booted into Kali Linux for the first time. I was checking out if the VirtualBox guest drivers were installed, and it turns out that VirtualBox installs them automatically on some Linux distributions. We can make sure with these commands: lsmod space pipe space grep vbox guest. And if we see this output, that means it's installed. Next thing I like to do is to update the packages. I've sped up this part too, yours will take longer. We can see that we have some space left, not much, but enough for now. So we are finished with Kali Linux, let's shut it down. I also like to take a snapshot of the VM after installation to save its state. See you in the next one.